The first Lao Aga Development Conference kicks off July, aiming to spread awareness about agarwood plantations among the farmers of Laos. According to Managing Director of Lao Aga International Development Company Limited, Sadiq Mohammed Chowdhury, the conference also focused on the projects that can be handled with cooperation of the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry for the betterment of the nation. Speaking at the conference hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry at Pak San District, Balikamsai Province, sponsored and supported by Lao Aga International Development Company Limited and the HSMM Group, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Forestry, Dr. Phet Phompipak said the popularity of agarwood across Laos and pointed that there are many agarwood plantations in Balikamsai Province, Vientiane Province, and Champasak, which altogether cover over 50,000 hectares of land. He said that it is essential to understand and learn about agarwood from the real-time experience and entrepreneurs and exchange information in regards to its production and marketing. The conference was also attended by Balikamsai Provincial Deputy Governor Dr. Suvani Saisana, Indian Ambassador to Laos C. Goraj Rao, Mr. Sadiq Mohammed Chowdhury, Managing Director of Lao Aga International Development Company Limited, guests and representatives of the farmers of Laos.
The purpose of this conference is to spread awareness about agarwood plantation among the farmers of laopost. We are strongly committed to farmer empowerment, technology transfer to farmer, and employment.
In his remark, the Managing Director of Lao Aga International Development, Sadiq Mohammed Chowdhury, stated that certain issues must be resolved by the representatives soon so that it could provide income for farmers, which in turn can eradicate poverty and enhance their living standards. Future projects were also explained during the conference. Sadiq Mohammed Chowdhury said that HSMM Group is a good corporate citizen taking part in social causes in the Lao PDR and expressed confidence that the country will be developed with the cooperation of the farmers of Laos. He also briefed the vision of the company is to plant 1 million agarwood trees in Laos. Through this vision, the company wants to contribute to the fight against global warming. The company also planned to set up the first perfume factory in the Lao PDR by the end of this year. Later, the company also plans to set up an agar leaf tea manufacturing factory in the Lao PDR. The company is also in process of developing a diploma in horticulture with support from the National University of Laos and Nagaland University and Assam University from India. In addition, the company wants to create earning opportunities for the farmers of the Lao PDR. The company is devoted towards raising the livelihoods of the people in the Lao PDR, thus contributing to the socio-economic development of the country. Director General of the Biotechnology and Ecology Institute, Dr. Sri Udong Sundara, explained that the processes are undergone with utmost care in each level, starting from planting, providing necessary nutrients to plants, at plantation sites and during extraction. The quality of agar and difference in the quality in the international market is also reasoned.
Also, I am proud that an Indian company, HSMM Group, has invested and is running a successful business in the agarwood industry. It is also contributing to the economic development of Laos and also employment for the local people. So I'm very happy about it.
Later, Indian Ambassador to the Lao PDR, C. Goraj Rao, said that the HSMM Group is well known not only for their business approach but also for their charities, their contribution to socio-economic development of the Lao PDR, and for strengthening the ties between Lao and Indian businesses and entrepreneurs in Laos. The ambassador applauded the Lao workforce as resourceful and hardworking, mentioning that competition is stiff within the ASEAN region and survival of the fit will have strategies to derive the best output.
So I'm sure that with Laos manpower, which is quite resourceful and bright hardworking manpower and also the resources available, and the government is doing a lot of work in harmonizing these regulations and laws, Laos will be able to come out successfully. But this needs to be done on a proactive basis now, because the time left is very little. We need to move that, but I am confident that Laos will be able to come into Asian economic community very successfully.
We passed our technique to farmer, our technology to farmer.
The jewel of the Mekong is rich in culture and traditions and has one of the most pristine and charming environments in Southeast Asia. Occupying the longest stretch of the Mekong River, the peaceful country of 7 million people is endowed with natural resources and the uniquely preserved lifestyles of 148 ethnic tribes. Vientiane became the capital in 1563 and was the administrative capital during the French colonization, and is now the country's economic center. The friendly capital city, situated on the bend of the Mekong River, is home to many temples and Buddhist monuments, some of which include Prat Tat Luang, one of the most famous and important national culture monuments, was initially established in the 3rd century by Buddhist missionaries sent by Emperor Ashoka, and is believed to contain a holy relic of Buddha. When King Setthathirath moved his capital from Luang Prabang to Vientiane, he ordered the construction of the Grand Stupa, which stands 45 meters high and is surrounded by 30 small stupas. Since the stupa has undergone several reconstructions due to foreign invasions, the architecture of the building includes many references to Lao culture and identity, with the 3 levels of the monument reflecting part of the Buddhist doctrine. Each year on full moon during the 12th month of the lunar calendar, November, Lao people come from all over the country to celebrate Tat Luang Festival. Ha Prakeo, originally a temple built by King Setthathirath to house the Emerald Buddha image, is now a museum of ancient Buddhist images. Sitting across the street from Ha Prakeo is Wat Sisaket, a temple built in 1818 by King Anuvong in the Siamese style of Buddhist architecture. The temple features a cloister wall with more than 2,000 ceramic and silver Buddha images. Hattusai Monument is a prominent landmark in Vientiane that began construction in 1957 and was completed in 1968. Inspired by the architecture of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, the design incorporates Lao Kinari motifs of a mythical bird woman. Visitors can climb to the top of the monument that reveals an exceptional panoramic view of the city. Champasak Province, the former capital of the Kingdom of Champasak, is the southwestern province bordering Thailand and Cambodia, with its capital city, Pak Se, being one of Laos' 3 largest economic centers. At a small town of Champasak is the Khmer ruin of Wat Pu temple site, with temples from the 5th century, but the surviving structures date to the 11th to 13th centuries. The unique structure of the temples has elements that lead to a shrine where Linga was bathed in water from a mountain spring. Initially associated with Satapura and later superseded by the Angkorian period, the temple is now worshipped by Theravada Buddhists and is listed as one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites in 2001. Dong Kong is the main island of the Sipandon, the 4,000 Islands, a riverine archipelago located on the Mekong River in the Kong District, Champasak Province. A growing tourist destination, the island is known for its natural beauty and simple lifestyle of the locals. From Dong Kong, visitors can take longtail boats to nearby islands Don Det and Dong Kan, where it is easier to view the Kon Papen waterfall. Kon Papeng Falls is the biggest waterfall in Southeast Asia, is home to the Mekong giant catfish, which is said to be the largest freshwater fish in the world. The picturesque succession of rapids stretch about 10 kilometers of the river's length, and it is known to be the prime reason why the Mekong River is not fully navigable into China because of thousands of islands in the archipelago. Vang Vieng is a tourism-oriented town along the Nam Song River, located about 4 hours north from Vientiane and about 8 hours south of Luang Prabang. surrounded by the town, is the most notable feature of the marvelous limestone karst hill landscape. Attractions of the town include inner tubing, kayaking, rope swinging, zip lining, trekking, and rock climbing. There are numerous caves in the area, and just a short walk from town are many ethnic Lao, Khmu, and Hmong villages. Siêng Khoang province borders Vietnam in northeastern Laos and is home to 5 different ethnic groups, where their traditional houses, dresses, beliefs, and rituals are part of the cultural heritage of Laos. It is a vast and beautiful province that has endured monumental, historic events. While the province is known for the Plain of Jars, the natural beauty of the province is waiting to be discovered. Siêng Khoang has a pleasant climate all year round with warm or hot days and cold nights, and a landscape characterized by the highest mountains in the country, Mount Phu Bia. Its pine forest, deciduous woodland, rolling hills, and grassland. Nong Het and Pasai district in particular offers stunning karst scenery with plenty of caves, cliffs, underground rivers,
Sabadi, welcome to LNTV English News Bulletin broadcasting from Vientiane Capital, and we begin with Suisindo World Trust International Orbit established a presence in Laos in the form of a sole trading company. Suisindo World Trust International Orbit has established a presence in Laos in the form of a sole trading company, which will serve as a coordination center for transferring funds into the country for implementing socio-economic development projects.
3, 2, 1.
The ceremony to mark the opening of the organization's Lao company was attended by President of the United Nations Suisindo World Trust International Orbit Sugihato Notonegoro St. Joining him was the director of the Suisindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited, Sisamai Sayason, diplomatic representatives along with representatives from international organizations and ministries. Suisindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited is also the representative office of Suisindo World Trust International Orbit in Laos. From today, Suisindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited will perform its duties under the work plan already approved by the president of Suisindo World Trust International Orbit.
อยู่ภายในและต่างประเทศคนลาวของเราทุกคนต้องระดมแรงขึ้นทั้งภายในและต่างประเทศเพื่อเขามาพัฒนาสร้างสร้างประเทศชาติบ้านเมืองของเราฉะนั้นพวกเราก็เป็นพลบทบาทหนึ่งในการสอกแสวงหาแรงขึ้นเพื่อเขามาพัฒนาประเทศชาติบ้านเมืองของปัจจุบันนี้ผู้แทนและแขกที่ถูกเชิญข้าพเจ้ารู้สึกดีใจเป็นอย่างยิ่ง
Director of the Suisindo World Trust International Orbit Seoul Company Limited, Sisamai Sayason, said, Laos is the first country to approach Suisindo World Trust International Orbit through us. This organization has been comprised of trust funds, so-called NEO, the United Kingdom of God, Sky, Earth, or global assets, which are managed by Suisindo, including authorizing the use of these assets.
ดึงดูดแรงทุนจากต่างประเทศเนาะโดยเฉพาะประเทศพวกเราทุกมื้อนี้ก็มีความสำคัญหลายในการที่จะเข้าเป็นสมาชิกนั่นเอิ้นว่าสมาคมเศรษฐกิจอาเซียนนี่พวกเรายิ่งต้องสร้างความพร้อมให้มันมีความเพียบพร้อมเนาะฉะนั้นพวกเรามีหยังพร้อมแล้วบ่ที่พอจะเดินไปสู่เวียกงานตัวนี้เนาะ
This great work I give blessing to all if you say yes, Lao.
According to the organization, its work plan includes joining with the relevant organizations of the Lao government, including implementing all programs from this year until 2017. In order to comply with the applicable laws of Laos, Suisindo World Trust International Orbit has made the decision to establish its organization in Laos in the form of a sole company limited, he added. This is in order to be a coordination center for transferring its funds into Laos for administration, operation, and providing no obligation assistance, no interior interference, and no negative effects to the political regime as well as the sovereign power of